Welcome to episode 3. Yo, we just gonna start it off here. Young Miami, you are tripping. There's no way the most least talented person in the group, City Girls, sitting here talking about anybody's accomplishments. You can't not laugh at someone's accomplishments. You are someone who had to get golden showers for your golden plaques. There's no way in hell you deserve to laugh at Joe Budden. But let's hear what DJ Academics had to say.
Your music career was never compared to Joe Budden, number one. You are Karrahbooo. You see, the reason why you can't speak to somebody like Joe Budden is because whether he wrote a song, which is almost like a pop song now, it's a very popular hip-hop song, Pump It Up, or he wrote any of them other songs he wrote, they all came from his pen, his mind. He owns the publishing. Young Miami, you can't name 5 lyrics that you done wrote, and that's the problem. You got to stop cosplaying as you're a outstanding artist, because you're nothing but a ventriloquist. And that's the problem where people like Joe Budden has always been frustrated. I didn't get his frustration when I first lined up with him on Everyday Struggle, because part of his frustration was with people like you. Because people like him, for him to come up with some brilliant lyrics, really genius shit, double entendres and triple entendres and all these complex and multis and all this type of stuff, he had to really think. Pen and paper, BlackBerry, iPhone. He's really trying to lock in. All you had to do was show up and say, "Where's my rhymes?" Now, I'm not going to knock everybody who uses a ghostwriter, uses help. But you're the same person who also disrespected your label before, and they're the one who gave you the ghostwriter. Remember the reason why Yachty don't roll for y'all no more? You want to tell people? I'll tell people. You don't want to talk about that. Why don't Yachty write for y'all no more? You tell me. But you won't say it. You can't. It's disingenuous to see an artist that don't write, that is non-talented, that could barely recite. And by the way, don't let nobody, and Young Miami, you know I spoke directly to your situation. The reason why you addressing everybody, neighborhood talk, Joe Budden and not me, is because you know I talk to, you know exactly who I talk to at this point. You don't want to say it. You don't want them tapes out of you not being able to perform the record, you not being able to record. You sound remedial. You should never mention a real rapper in your mouth. You're just not that talented. The whole point with somebody like you is that when given and gifted a career is that you've just never had the you've just never had the passion to just to say, I'm going to just give a little bit more than average. And that's the problem. So when you talk about Joe Budden, I don't care if he went one-time platinum, gold, maybe only sold 300,000 records. You're not an artist. You're not an artist. You're an actor. You're a script reader. You've never written anything solid. I challenge Carisha to show us her crafting any record she doesn't write. You heard what Cat Williams says. He doesn't write. That is Young Miami. It's so sad that she's keeping this. Listen, Young Miami, this is what I believe. Number one, your podcast, I actually like your podcast. What you got to get over is that I don't think anybody said your podcast was ever trash. They just said that you didn't do it enough. You were still trying to parade as an artist, but it wasn't really parading as an artist because you weren't dropping mad music anyway. You're just lazy. You rather lay on your back, take some dick, suck some cock, get peed on, but you don't want to actually put in the work to write a record or even put in work to do the podcast. The people you're talking about, and I agree with Joe. If you win an award at the BT Hip Hop Award, that fucking clown show of media platforms that they give awards to, if you win an award for a media platform and you barely do your podcast, you got 6 episodes, you got motherfuckers like Joe Budden who does 2 to 3 episodes a week. I'm over here streaming 8 hours, multiple times a week. You have Gillian Wallow traveling all over the fucking world trying to interview the people who matter, talk about the things that's happening. You have Drink Champs going so crazy. You have Sean Cotton, who's all in the culture. You have Adam 22. You have Vlad. Everybody is they're working to their last drop of sweat and blood. And a little criticism. This is exactly why, Carisha, let's talk about this, Carisha. We don't gotta wait for Joe. Why you dropped and JT not dropped? Let's talk about. Oh, you want to talk about it? Why you dropped and JT not dropped? Let's talk about it. I want to talk about that. Why the label focusing on her but not focusing on you? You're unpassionate. I don't even know if that's a word. You lack the passion that is needed for anybody to. Carisha, what you can't do is you can't get nobody to commit millions to you unless you're sucking their dick like Diddy. That's the problem. You wasn't fucking and sucking everybody else. So they all pulled their money out. They all said, by the way, Carisha, answer this question before you get at Joe. Why are you dropped, but JT not dropped? Why don't they fuck with you? And why do they fuck with her? You know why? Because that girl, I don't give a fuck if she with Uzi. She don't want to go lay up under a nigga. She don't want to go lay up under a nigga and just suck dick and just try to get some money. She want to go work for hers. She rather perform in an airplane bathroom. Goddamn Olive Garden. She want to perform anywhere and she'll take any type of clowning and embarrassment because you know what? No matter if you want to say she's the most talented or not, she definitely got some passion. That's where you just don't go in.
Ain't no way the worst female rapper I've ever heard in my entire life is talking about or laughing at Joe Budden, Pump It Up, hitting gold. I mean, last time I checked, she didn't write music. Last time I checked, she can't act. Last time I checked, she just not a good person. I don't know why people at this time and age feel like they can just talk to anybody or laugh at anybody, especially when it comes to accomplishments. Why do people move like that? Like, am I tripping? Am I the only one that find that a little bit odd? Especially if you're not talented, especially if you're not the most talented person in your group. That doesn't make any sense to me, bro. It would be different if this is Jay-Z or somebody else, bro. Like, then we can have a real conversation. But, bro, this is like almost, to me, it's disrespectful. But, hey, she might be the messenger, because could this be an accomplice of Diddy, or could this just be her real personality? Because I think so that it's probably JT. I think the JT situation where Joe Budden interviewed JT, she got extremely tight. It's the same situation when you look at Yachty and Joe Budden. Once Joe Budden went to Yachty's podcast, not Yachty going to Joe Budden's podcast, and Drake still did something to where now it's like, oh, their relationship seems like it's over to the public eye. So now if you look at the same thing with Diddy, Young Miami, or Young Miami and JT, they already was beefing. So now you go and get interviewed by Joe Budden, and JT career is looking beautiful and having a bunch of success, well deserved, because she was the actual talent. So that doesn't make any sense that basically the one that finessed her way, or basically had to get golden showers to her way to get the golden plaques. She had to get the golden showers to find her way to get to the golden plaques. I mean, come on, y'all. This doesn't make any sense. There's levels to the game. There's levels to the game. You can't have someone that's a D, like a D, you know what I'm saying, talk to like a B or an A. Like you can't. Not even a D. She probably might be an F, bro. Like, what is that? In terms of talent, it doesn't make any sense. So, on top of the fact that Joe might be responding to this on the next pod, we don't know, right? But most likely he will. But I don't think he's going to put in mad negative energy. It's kumbaya, you know what I'm saying, all 2024. But for me, the negative energy is real because I don't like Young Miami as a human. As a rapper, I never did. I just immediately, when I first ever heard her ever, I was like, that's a horrible artist. And I'm like, who's the other girl? Oh, that's JT. We never heard her solo. Now we hear her solo and she's fired. And I knew she was going to be fired. So I'm like, man, this the person that's going to laugh at this dude's accomplishments? Like, nah, that's weird. Like, you don't deserve that to me. You don't. Because you don't have nothing to show for it. Literally, it's almost irrelevant. We just seen you cry and fake pretend to have tears and be a victim to Diddy stuff. You pass pink cocaine all over the place. You're just a transporter. Like, you literally, like, almost, you're just as bad as Diddy. You're Diddy Jr. Hold on. Come on, run that back. You're Diddy Jr. What? You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the next subject. I mean, I got Nicki Minaj dissing Ice Spice or doesn't like Ice Spice. I mean, let's hear what she had to say first, so I can really understand what's really going on, because I thought they were besties.
Tell somebody
Heavy on is her shit.
they don't really want to, you know what I'm saying, sign with Heavy on it, but then they'll go and sign with the white peoples. And guess who the white people's finna call? Always. Oh, Nika, Tanya, Mirage, Betty. Oh, they always make sure they get get the attention of the barbs. So you would be surprised. And I'm not talking about doing
Okay. Now, a lot of people thought this was at Ice Spice, right? Because apparently, people had thought that Ice Spice is signed to Nicki when they were doing a track. And this is from a leaked conversation that was leaked before, but this was Ice Spice and her former best friend. Her former best friend leaked all these messages that showed that maybe she felt a way about Nicki Minaj. But this is what Ice Spice has said back then. It says, no. So this is Ice Spice right here. No, it's that plus she wants publishing from all my songs, including third-party writing competitions. So anything I write for other people or any songs I get on, mind you, I've had a Taylor Swift collab before I had a Nicki one. And this is where her best friend who exposed her even was saying, is a Taylor collab coming out? And yes, I know. I mean, did your mom do more annoying shit? That blah, blah. Also, bro, now I'm thinking about it. What you're saying makes a lot of sense. I think we're forgetting that when Nicki was coming up, the deals people were getting at the time, blah, blah. Okay. Weren't artist friendly at all. Artist friendly at all. Literally not until recently. So to us, she's asking for too much. But because she's used to seeing labels take more, she feels it's more than fair. It's not right. But she's older, which is why she feels that way. Not right at all. And then you get Ice Spice jump back in and says, and that basically what she's saying, because she keeps saying, oh, when Wayne was signing me, I didn't question blah, blah. But me and her are in different spaces in our career when that happened. Like, I'm already signed, so why would I work backwards, right? All right. Perfect. Now, why that is important is that this is going to be just me being honest. I'm going to defend Nicki Minaj in this situation. At the moment that Ice Spice sent this message, she actually thought that her career is like maybe even close to or on the pace of being Nicki Minaj. There's only one Nicki Minaj. There's only one Nicki Minaj. Ice Spice was hot, but her image became hotter than the music. And then once people got tired of the music, I'm not saying she's not still popular, but it's I remember having a conversation on here saying, could she be the new girl for the new generation? That's just not the case, right? Now, here's why I'm also defending her. I know this music industry. When you got a cosign from a Drake, it's a reason why, certain songs, not even certain, most of Drake's features in the last 5-6 years, they're released via OVO. Those artists basically have to have their masters come out via OVO label than their actual label or independent at all. Why? Because you're doing a song with Drake. And Drake is going to give you a career. So, and I'm just not going to demonize Nicki when I know the truth. Here's, y'all want me to tell y'all a secret I've heard? This is a big secret. I hear a lot of these artists are upset at Drake. When Drake is giving them these stimulus packages that we're all like, oh my God, the stimulus, blah, blah, blah. Bro, when the paperwork gets signed, bro, You're doing a song with Drake. They own no publishing. Drake has taken the majority of the shit. From what I hear, Drake is a gangster in terms of when it comes to using his leverage, even if he jumps on your song. You're not getting shit, my nigga. Bro, you got a song with me. Go perform that shit, make some money, nigga. Like, the fuck? That money that song's making, that's mine. What are you talking about? I've heard a lot of artists have felt offended, but they can't say shit. That's why, that's to bring up the Rick Ross point. Remember, Rick Ross is like, yo, the cease and desist shit, it's not necessarily about the cease and desist. It's artists like Ross, I don't know if he's speaking for French, that supposedly have felt, and they've been feeling this. This is like conversation that supposedly has been had outside of Drake for years, but they couldn't do nothing because he's the biggest. And he was so far from them that they had to, like, bro, I've heard Drake do songs with niggas and he owned 95% of the song. I've heard Drake is just like, bro, like, these artists ain't happy about that. But you know why? Because when these artists are with Drake, it's all, my brother, I fuck with you. You're my mans, this and third. But these artists feel away because Drake is throwing around the weight. You get what I'm saying? Bro, no, nigga, like, nigga, this is, bro. There's specific artists. I just don't want to drop their names that y'all just start spamming them. But again, that does make sense. I am Drake. And by the way, I have to put this caveat on it. Drake isn't negotiating the business. That's also why it gets complicated. Because these artists, they in the club with Drake throwing money. They're in their party with Drake. They're fucking with him. They're talking to bitches together. Drake is like, that's my brother. We locked in, blah, blah, blah. When it comes times to business, remember, Drake doesn't do the business. That's his people. Now you're dealing with Mr. Morgan. Now you're dealing with Oliver or whoever. Like, all these you're dealing with all these, like, other people. But these other people, they know it's Drake. They're dogs. all that.
I mean, Ice Spice had a good point in terms of working backwards, or why do you feel like you would have to give up your career or give up? Nicki Minaj probably wanted so much, and you can tell she wanted so much based off of the third party writing, and she wanted, like, any feature that she was on, like, she was gonna get paid off of the Ice Spice situation. And I feel like Nicki Minaj tried to do what maybe like YMCMB did with her and Drake or whatever, like trying to sign an artist that's, you know, she's the princess and she's the queen, make it something. And I really feel like Ice Spice fumbled that bag, because going with Taylor Swift is just, you're just going there for the popularity. What Nicki Minaj kind of said, the white people's, you just are kind of there for the master energy. And I knew when I seen her all over the place with Taylor Swift and trying to attach herself to Taylor Swift, that was very clout chasey and very smart in terms of clout chasing, right? But it's also disrespectful if you're trying to be a rapper and you're going to where a pop artist or whatever the hell Taylor Swift is, right? And you're trying to connect with her instead of being with the queen of rap. Like, instead of being with the mainstream queen of rap and building your brand up. That's what you wanted to do. But I see that people are very much opportunists. And even if you look at the messages, you could tell there's really no love for the game. She's just trying to make money. She's trying to finesse, or I can tell based off of the fact that she's not excited about the fact that she got a Nicki collab or Taylor Swift collab or whatever. Her friend is more compassionate and excited than her. And maybe that's just Ice Spice's personality. She really looks like or acts like a potato. Like, there's really no personality to her or no spirit in her. Like, even when you watch her interviews, there's nothing you can grab from her at all. So that's where I feel like Nicki might have got saved, because Nicki, to be honest, you could choose a way better artist that we don't even know about yet. Like, I don't know, she might be coming up one of these days. We don't know, because if it's not JT, I don't know who you would choose. But I heard that JT and Nicki Minaj ain't even cool no more. So it's just weird to me, like, because I feel like Nicki Minaj had the opportunity to take a lot of these girls under her bag and really build them up as a brand and like a giant queen of rap sphere in the music industry. It could have been like the leader could have been Nicki, and she had all of these female MCs, like kind of like Lil Wayne did with YMCMB, had Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Twist, Tyga, all of these dudes, right? He had a bunch of great artists under his branch, and he really propelled them. I feel like Nicki Minaj had the opportunity to do that, but it felt like a lot of things got into play, whether the other person wasn't grateful enough for her, or maybe because she wanted too much and she was being greedy. But I also heard she has a bad personality into the industry. So all of these stuff can play into a position to where she can't get nothing done in terms of working with other people, because that seems to be her weakness, which is collabing with other people and having loyalty with those people. But I feel like, I don't know who stabbed who in the back, but if Nicki Minaj was extending her arm out and was like, yo, work with me, and as much as I feel like Nicki Minaj probably didn't even want to do that, but I could tell that the Princess Diana, like the music that Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice made, to me was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was better than anybody else I could see her really making music with that's mainstream, other than maybe Glorilla or something like that. But I just know that Nicki Minaj's not going to work with Glorilla. Like, it's sad that we're not going to get Nicki Minaj mentoring no female artists and trying to build up no female artists. I really thought the Ice Spice project would have worked, but it's clearly not going to, because there's always some situation going on, and she clearly wanted a bunch of her publishing and a bunch of her rights. And at that point, it's basically slavery. If she's already signed and she's already basically in a slave deal already, why is she going to go on a double slave deal? You see what I'm saying? But that's basically all we got on that situation. We got big news on the fact that the Lil Yachty and Korahbooo, I don't know why this is blowing up or it's viral. I don't know much about this Korahbooo girl, but apparently Lil Yachty was writing her songs and her freestyles and promoting her and all of this stuff like that, to where she got $900,000 debt. I never even heard of her. And that's crazy, because Lil Yachty writes a lot of female artists' music. And the crazy thing is, that's why music sucked today. To me personally, we got Lil Yachty writing for all of these people, and it's a bunch of trash bars. But he's so popular, and nobody has no artistic creation to where they can write their own music. They want to use Lil Yachty just like Drake did, because Drake put the backpack in his back. So now he talking real crazy. He's real excited and he's crashing out on the girl. But he made her, technically. But I hate people that's like that, because they basically always have to have something over you. Oh, I made you type personality. But he really wrote everything for her. So let's basically hear what he had to say, and then what DJ Academics played, and basically expose the fact that he literally had a reference track for a Korahbooo, whatever her name is, freestyle.
Talking about, nigga, I changed your motherfucking life. And you on here lying, talking about some we bully you? That shit got me fucked up, bro. Nothing. You tell people you gonna spit on them. You tell people they poor, and you talk to my fucking label crazy. You claim I was stealing money from you. Bro, stealing money from you how, nigga? Stealing money from you how, bro? You ain't made no money, bro. See, this is the problem with you new artists. Y'all get popping online, and then you become more popular than your actual music, right? You $900,000 in a hole, and I got every fucking receipt, nigga. $900,000 concrete in a hole. I got every fucking receipt, nigga, and I'ma post it. I dare you, try me. Try me, I'ma post it, nigga. And I'll post how much money your fucking streams are made. Bro, stop, don't go on the internet and act like I'm bullying you, bro. I've been nothing but loving and caring and paid your bills and gave you money and took you around the world. And nobody would even know who the fuck Karrahbooo was if it wasn't for me. What are we talking about, bro? What the fuck are we talking about, bro? I wrote that fucking verse when we went on the radar. I put you last on purpose, so everyone would say, who the fuck is that girl? I slowed the beat down. I put 808 specifically on your verse, so when it got to your part and the beat dropped, everyone would be like, oh, the girl is the craziest one. I wrote that verse the night before we even went on the radar, on my phone. Bro, I got the voice, I got the fucking reference. What the fuck are we talking about? You ain't never wrote a song in your life. That's why ain't no music came out since you been left. Cause you ain't got no music. Cause you can't rap. What are we talking about? And I wasn't gonna say nothing on my mother's life. I was gonna let you go live your life and go get a new writer and go get a stylist and go do you. I wasn't gonna speak on you. But you gonna go on the internet and say that I bully you? Kara, I have never bullied you. I let you live in my house for free. You lived in my house for free when you didn't have nowhere to live. I let you live in my house. I let you live in my house for free. I let you live in my house for motherfucking free. When you was disrespecting my home security and telling them that they beneath you and that they better shut the fuck up and watch this house because they work for you when they work for me. Same way you talk to people at the label, same way you talk to the touring person, the touring manager, which I have every receipt on how you talk to people in group messages. I don't give a fuck, bro. I deleted Instagram and Twitter off my phone, bro. I ain't even on this shit. I've been asleep for 17 hours, bro. I went to sleep at 2 a.m. I woke up at 7 p.m. Sick, throwing up. I'm throwing up right now. Swear to God, throwing up right now, bro. Fucked up. And you on here got me fucked up, bro. You got me fucked up, bro. They couple hours before my birthday, bro. You got me fucked up, bro. I ain't never did nothing but be nice. I ain't never did nothing but be there. I ain't never did nothing but love you. Brought you around every rapper, any rapper, bro. Who? I brought you around everybody from Baby to Drake to, bro. I put you on. Stop doing. Come on, bro. I'm completely sober, bro. Y'all got me fucked up, bro. Come on, bro. We not gonna act like it, bro. Like I'm crazy, bro. You was my best friend, bro. Like, come on, bro. I made sure I gave you this career. What are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Now to this Mitch situation. Cause Mitch got me fucked up. Y'all online talking about some Lil Yachty disrespecting his friend in front of Key Glock. Bro, I didn't even want to do a podcast, bro. I swear to God, I didn't want to do no podcast, bro. Bro, Mitch came to me like, bro, I need to do something in life. I need to do something in life. Help me out. I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to give you a platform. I'm going to find someone to sponsor us. And I'm going to give you a platform. We're going to make a podcast. And I'm going to show people how funny you are. I'm going to show people how crazy you are. I'm going to show people like how cool you are. And it's going to give you a platform. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to do no motherfucking podcast, nigga. I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. Got millions of dollars. I don't need to talk to other rappers. What the fuck are we talking about? I did the podcast for Mitch. Don't put goddamn $400,000 in Mitch's pocket. And y'all sitting here talking about something. He disrespecting his friend. And I ain't fucking with Mitch, bro. I've been asleep all day. I wake up to this crazy shit. Mitch, how the fuck you didn't go on the internet and tell these folks that we playing, bro? That tweet got goddamn 6 million views on it. Why the fuck you ain't going there and tell them folks we playing? Man, it's Twitter, bro. You know how they is, bro. You know how Twitter is, bro. You know how Twitter is, bro. All right, fuck that then, nigga. Fuck the podcast, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you and the podcast, nigga. How about that? I don't give a fuck about the podcast, nigga. Fuck the podcast. Nigga, and like, what are we talking about, bro? All I do is help people, bro. I don't get nothing from none of this shit. I help people, bro. All I do is try and help people, bro. The both of them. This Kara shit is so crazy to me, bro, because it's like, bro, Kara's not a good person. She's nasty. She's like a very disrespectful, rude, egotistical person. I'm talking about, bro, she talk to people like they crazy, bro. Like they nothing. Like they've been. I've been rich for 9 years, bro. I ain't never talked to nobody like they beneath me. I was raised with respect by my parents, bro. I don't talk to people like they. This money shit ain't nothing. I don't ever treat nobody like they less than me. Everyone is equal, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro. And I write my own raps, nigga. I write a whole lot of people raps, nigga. What we talking about, bro? I ain't never act like somebody was better than me. Ever. I ain't better than nobody, nigga. I'm a regular ass nigga, bro. For real. I'm a regular ass nigga. I'm outside. And if any nigga ever was confused or wanted to touch me, nigga, I'm outside. I'm in New York right now. I'm a regular person, bro. I talk to anybody. I take pictures with anybody. I ain't never shit on nobody. What are we talking about, bro? Like, you ain't a good person. And your career would not, sooner or later it would have came out that you a terrible person and you shit on people and you treat people like they nothing. And your career would have been done, nigga. I mean, shit, it's been done, nigga, because you don't write. So like, nigga, it ain't nothing to it. I don't ever understand, like, you give somebody a career and then they start to think, like, they really start to think they that person. You got me fucked up, bro. How dare you?
Now, the crazy thing is Lil Yachty was very passionate and very angry. I don't know. I heard reports that Karrahbooo was saying that Lil Yachty was being a bully or very aggressive, and I also heard that the person he was making a podcast with, also I feel like they fell out as well because of how Lil Yachty treats his friends. Apparently, is not the nicest. And it's funny because his birthday was on the same day that he was crashing out on this Karrahbooo girl, but it went viral. And I'm sitting here like, who is this girl? I've never seen her before. Apparently, she was on the radar freestyle. Either way, this is helping his brand and her brand, because all publicity is good publicity, negative or positive. I mean, it is marketing. So I mean, if she is $900,000 in debt, and that means that all this promotion is basically somebody's gonna go listen to what the hell she got to say, because I don't know who the hell she is, and I'm not going to, because she doesn't look the part. She kind of looked like that, like Shaun the Sheep, the dog from Shaun the Sheep. I don't know if y'all remember that from Disney. And that's just me off of the top roasted, man. Ain't nothing serious about that. But yo, for real, Lil Yachty really messed up music in terms of like the creativity part of it, like the word that it's hard to explain, because his lullaby raps or his melodies, like, I feel like that's the reason why Drake pen went all the way down. I feel like a lot of the female rappers that he was writing for, that's why they're mediocre or very mid-level artists, because they're rapping at this, there's no growth in his lyricism or his flow. It's always the same type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you heard the snippet and the reference, then you know what I'm talking about. If you know any of the Lil Yachty's songs that you guys hear on the internet that said that he wrote these songs, it kind of makes sense. Some of Drake's worst songs on Her Loss was written by him, or For All the Dogs. A lot of this stuff you can see he's in the credits. That's why I don't like the new Drake, because he's always with a whole bunch of different people writing. And that's basically what Lil Yachty does. He goes around, he writes for females all day. And, mostly, then to me, he writes for men, because I'm hearing a lot more about his female records than his male records. So that should really let y'all, like, the public should grasp that in. Like, wow, we really got a dude writing for females, and from a dude perspective, and then telling females what to write about. That's why they're all rapping about their their body parts in the rap way, because that's the only way that he knows how to rap. And he got to say water gun when he means something else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just hate his ABC bars. Like, he got some of the most ABC bars to me. That's just my critique on Lil Yachty. It's just like, I feel like it's not real rap. I feel like he was the leader of mumble rap. When the mumble rap era started, he was the king of it. That's why he couldn't freestyle on Funk Flex. They were like, wow, yo, you can't. No, he couldn't, because all he wanted to do was mumble. And he was like, oh, we can rap on different beats and all. Like, that's why he talked about Joe Budden and was like, oh, in this interview, he was like, let's rap on different beats. Like, you rap on my beat, I rap on your beat type stuff. And I know he can't, I'll have to hear him on the 808. I have to hear him on a real beat, like a real rap beat, and hear him rap seriously in order for me to take him any serious. But I feel like even then he wouldn't be able to rap the right way, because he needs that, whatever that thing is. Like, he needs that sound that's like a video game, Nintendo, like everything Joe Budden in that interview said about him and the way that he makes music, I feel like was on point. And a lot of people are now realizing that Lil Yachty might be a little bit like Drake in terms of his personality, because it's kind of rubbing off, because now he's becoming a lot more shrewd, a lot more, I want to say, asshole-ish. Like, you can tell this is not the same Lil Yachty that came in the league. I remember in 2016, 17, he was kind of humble and kind of quiet a little bit. Now he's like very extrovert, talking and like all over the place in interviews, everything. Like, now he's going viral a lot. So, and he crashed out. So he crashed out on his birthday. I mean, call that a birthday present or the icing on the cake? Y'all let me know. But I mean, that's basically all I got for y'all today, to be honest. We only got a couple of topics, you know what I'm saying? A couple of hip hop topics, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all want to hear from me in the future. Let me know how y'all feel about these situations, from the Lil Yachty's, from the Drake, from the Nicki Minaj, from the Ice Spice. Like, let me know how y'all feel about these people in the industry and how they'll use their pull to either make you rich and famous or hated. Let me know what y'all think. It's been your boy Alphamediaroom. Peace.